welcome everybody. It's an absolute privilege and pleasure to be here. To those of you who don't know me, I am a consultant in restorative dentistry at St George's Hospital. I've been in that post for the better part of a decade now. I'm passionate about postgraduate education. So why are we here? Well, we're here to talk about the use of composite. And I'm sure a lot of you see cases like this. Most of you hospital-based here. Are you hospital-based? Yeah, okay. So a lot of you will be dealing with tooth wear. And really, some of the things I'm going to talk about this afternoon are going to centre around tooth wear, because you can't do a composite workshop unless you've got a theme to it. Now, we could talk about hypodontia cases and microdontia, and you'll see one or two cases like that. But I'm going to centre a lot of what we talk around erosive tooth surface loss and how we rebuild it and what we need to do. The gurus of our time, people I have had the pleasure of seeing, studying with and working with, Vanini, Martin Kelleher, Peter Briggs, Trevor Burke, Pascal Magna, Neil Poyser. Neil Poyser is here tomorrow on the panel as Peter's chairing the morning session. I'm not sure if Martin is here, but these people are people I've spent time with, and they really have opened my mind and also came to this subject with the point of view of just challenge everything and tell us what we're doing wrong. Dealing with tooth wear is something that we are going to have to do more and more in our careers, and we'll find out why. And dealing with spaces, this is where composite comes into its own, and dealing with aesthetics. And we'll look at what's important about those aspects. In front of you all, for the hands-on component that you're going to be working hard on in a minute, you've got in front of you a couple of things. I won't steal yours, I promise. Is your pack, please, 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 when you go home today, could you just chuck everything back in there? Please. That's important. I know where you live. In your packs, those of you who've done most of the cut-off, so I'm just going to jump in there. One of the key parts of restorative dentistry is understanding that something like Optibond Solo is two materials lumped in together. And any company worth their salt, to my mind, will produce something like this, which is pure resin. Now, pure resin will set quickly in daylight. At that stage, I tend to use a warmer. Okay. So I would use either of those two. Okay. And not worry about it. The wear properties on this are slightly better than that. Yeah. So if they're parafunctional, I'd definitely get this. Right. In erosion, I'd use the flow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The shell, the next thing you're going to be thinking about is colour, or the colour of a tooth. So enamel has no hue or chroma. There's no hue or chroma to enamel at all. Yeah. All the colour of a tooth comes from the dentine. Yeah. So what you've got to do is look at your incumbent dentine, the dentine that's on the inside, and work out, in this example, whether you need an opaque A2 or whether you could go straight to just normal A2.